Hi students, welcome to all of you in my channel. Today we are going to see the 10th standard, class 10th, most important one poem, which is based specially students' activities, students' particular mind. When the parents are talking with us, we have a lot of conditions, a lot of imagination about it, that my parents are not good, my parents are like this, and we have some misunderstandings about the parents. But sometimes it is also difficult to understand what child exactly wants or what the needs of the child, especially parents also not able to understand most of the time, and that is the poem here we are given. This poem name is Amanda. Amanda is a girl which is completely disturbed, which is completely having the some imagination in her life, and she is not like a ordinary child. She has also a lot of imaginations. She is not she don't like a classroom or whatever the people are talking to her, parents are talking to her, and therefore what she is doing and why she is doing this one is given the answer. If you are not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Newcomers please. And the composer is Robin Klein, is an American poet, and especially in a modern type this poem has composed. This poem is completely different than the ordinary poems, and what are the types we have known about the poems is something different than other poems. How? Let's see in this one. The introduction of the poem is there, especially about the writer. Every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. Every child feels that my parents are telling me this, don't do it, and you have to do it, it's your duty, you do like this. So many instructions we are giving to children, and they don't understand which have to follow and which haven't. You too may feel that your freedom is curtailed. Those are listening this poem, those are learning in this class, they also feel that some teachers are telling like this, my parents are telling like this, and they feel that my freedom is going to be taken out, my freedom is going away, loss, I'm completely under the pressure of the people, pressure of parents and this. Write down some of the things you want to do, but your parents do not allow you. Many students want to do something, they need something different, but parents don't allow them. Parents don't allow them to this one, to read the poem aloud from the pairs. Each reading alternate stanza, you are in for a surprise, or every stanza is expressing the same thought of what students are imagining in them. Sometimes I saw the students, those are sleeping into the classroom. But why they are sleeping in the classroom? The reason is behind that, actually they are boring with the regular system, because whatever they learn in the one class, they are learning the same into the classroom. Now the tuitions are also there, 2-3 tuitions, and same people are, all the people are teaching the same thing with the different words. Therefore they are getting bored and they are sleeping in the classroom. Even they don't have the time to expand with themselves, so they are imagining somewhere this one, and these things surprise us with the same stanzas are given into the poem. The poem is talking about the same things. How this one? See, in the first stanza we came to understand her mother. Okay, Amanda's mother. Amanda is a character. Amanda is represent for each child who is want to be who is learning. Each child is represented by the Amanda. Her mother is giving instructions. Now this is a general habit to everyone, to bite the nails. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Instructions. This is very bad. This is not. Socially it is very good, socially it is not very good. Don't bite your nails, don't hunch your shoulders. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. When she is into the classroom, the same teacher also giving the same instructions. Don't bite the nails. Why you are showing like this? Don't hunch your shoulders, and stop the slouching and sit straight. Don't move from the place. You have to be sit straight. Don't look like here and there, and don't sit like this. Lot of things are given. This one simple thing is, one teacher is not able to teach for the 3-4 hours in the same single class. Students are sitting on the same class. See, they are also sitting for the 5 hours on the same place, but we have to give them some freedom according to the moving and this one. And this discipline, I'm not against of this. Okay, this discipline is most important, but here according to the poet is given here, and as the poem changed, my mind is also changed with you. So state, these are the things, but poet is interfering in this one. These are the thoughts given by the teacher or the mother. There is a language embroidery. When Amanda is there, she is feeling that in front of her there is a long greatest one sea, and it is emerald sea. Emerald is a blue color sea there, and where the soul inhabited is me, where her soul. Now she is thinking what about the thoughts are given, and she is thinking about it, inhabited with the soul. 10 मिनट लगी जाएंगे.
तो हम पेपर लिख के आते हैं.
Mermaid drifted blissfully and
आते हैं.
sit in this class.
सब पेपर लिख के हमको लिख दो सर, है ना? हमको एक क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा, वो आपसे पूछेंगे 10 मिनट बाद.
Okay. So mermaid drifting blissfully. She feel that she is a mermaid and she is going to drift blissfully. She is coming out blissfully, and she feels herself. When she is into the classroom, she feel that there is one ocean and she is a mermaid and she is enjoying this one. But her teacher is showing that she is doing like this. She think that she is a mermaid, and that is acting for herself. She act like this in the classroom, but teacher don't like, mother don't like. When she is at home, her mother is also instructing to her like this: did you finish your homework, Amanda? Have you finished your homework? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? दूसरा instruction. Second instruction is given. Third instruction is given there. I thought I told you to clean your shoes. I already told you that clean your shoes. About shoes, because she is a small child, she don't have so much a professional one. She don't have any type of lot manner etiquettes. She don't know about it, because we are learning that all etiquettes, that all manners into the classroom, and she's unaware about this one. So did you finish your homework? Did you tidy your room? And I thought I told you to clean your shoes first. Mother is giving the instructions. Amanda, now what she's thinking about, when her mother is giving such type of instructions to her, she's thinking that I'm orphan, roaming on the street. What she's feeling, I'm roaming on the street, because she don't like to clean the room. She don't having any awareness about the room. She don't like her room. She think that when she is into the street only. When she is into the house, she believe that she suppose that she is on the street and roaming on the street. I pattern soft dust with my hush bare feet, and she think that why to clean the room, because if room is clean, then I can't feel the street. I can't get the street feel. So my feet should touch with the dust, and dust is very important in this room. She think like this. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. She think, and this is one correct one. The silence is golden and the freedom is sweet. Definitely nobody is there who don't like the silence and the freedom. Maybe silence is suffering for the many people. It is a very dangerous thing for some people. But when we are into the silence, some people like to live in the silence and the only attic one. But freedom is a sweet. That is the universal truth. And she is thinking that leave me in my room as I am. Don't be touched to my thinking. Don't touch to my imagination. Don't break it. And in stanza number 3, she is giving such words: don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Now it is there. About eating also she has the instructions, and the same instructions are given by parents also. These instructions are given by your parents also a lot of the times, and they are given to you. Remember your acne pain. You remember that you had a pain in your teeth. You had some type of your skin is going to be damaged. You are like this, and that many things. and your teeth, you are showing that when you are eating the chocolates more, definitely your teeth have to be the decay. So will you please look at me when I am speaking to you? This is the real reason. When somebody is talking with us, when somebody is giving the instruction and we don't like, we don't want to, if we don't like, we don't want to see toward the person also, we don't like to that person also. So we simply put down our head and we just listening this one and try to ignore the things. Therefore the person, teacher or parents or anyone, those are giving the instructions, they are believing that this person is deliberately ignoring to me. Purposefully she is ignoring to my words. Therefore she asked, please look at me, what I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, I'm not talking with the stone. There. But Amanda is enjoying the chocolate without any care. And some students are like this. Those don't know that they enjoy the chocolate. They don't think that medical things. They don't think about what will happen to doctors. I will go to a doctor. Doctor will take out my teeth and this will treat me. And they don't think about this. They try to enjoy the each and every moment. They try to enjoy the chocolate. And therefore, she is thinking what? I am the Rapunzel. I am not care. And Rapunzel careless. I am completely careless. I don't listen. I don't understand what to do. But I haven't care about it. Chocolate and acorn and teeth and medical whatever. I don't have any care about it. You know very well. And remember this one, the stanza it is given. These are the instructions given by the other people, and into this that whatever is told into the bracket. These are the thoughts in her inner self mind. These are the thoughts of Amanda in self. So she is just giving herself only this one verse. I'm Rapunzel. I have not care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. You know, when you are living in one particular tower, when we are living in the particular attic house, it is tranquil and rare. Tranquil, silent, completely silent, and it is a rare one. Nobody has got it. Everybody is living in a crowd. Everybody, because human being is a social animal and he like to live in the society. But life of the tower means a caged one, prison life. Very few people are living this type of life, and therefore it is a tranquil and rare one. So I certainly never laid down my bright hair. I will certainly never lay down my bright hair, and I will not take out my hairs, and I will not give any type of care about this. No, I will not give my attention towards the people. Those are telling to me. Lastly, is giving this one. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. Stop that sulking. And you are always so moody. Moody, always changing the mood. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are very sad, because the person who is completely living in the silent and who loves silence, they people are moody. Sometimes they are very happy, sometimes they are become very sad, sometimes they are surprised, sometimes they are behaving with anger, sometimes because they are not giving any attention to this is a problem, because there is a mood. But some people are there who are not changing anywhere. Some particular, when we are looking one particular person, he is completely in anger. That anger is his identity sometimes. Some don't know how to laugh, or many people, those are laughing on the serious matter also, they are laughing. So this one, but the people, some people are like this, they are moody. Sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are changing this one. And therefore her mother or teacher is giving the instructions to the Amanda that stop that sulking at once. And you are always moody, what you are doing. Anyone would think that I nagged at you. Or suppose you are started laughing. Now just before 1 minute, 2 minutes you are laughing, and now you are started crying. So somebody will think that I nagged you, I angered you, I annoyed you, and I beat something, I did something wrong with you. Why you are making this type of your nature? Why you are changing your nature like this? So that is a problem of Amanda, and the teacher or the mother is feeling like this. What other will think that I didn't say anything wrong with you, I didn't say anything wrong to you, I just talk about your manners and etiquettes you have to follow. These things are only I told you, and you started your mood like this. So whenever our parents are giving you instructions, so please, you, this type of nature, this type of thinking should be stopped. Whenever our parents are giving us instructions, or they giving us some type of directions, means that they don't want to injustice with us, they don't want to give a punishment to us, they just want that their child, means we, must be better, and we have to follow all good things, and other people think about us very good one in a proper way. That is their target. They don't want to be a dictator in our life. So this way the poem is completed. Thinking about the poem, how old do you think Amanda is? How do you know this? How much older? She is very little child, she is not very much elder, and therefore we can understand that she is thinking, and we can understand with a few words, because she imagined like this. Who do you think is speaking her? Who is talking? Whether the teacher or the mother is talking with her. You can write there. Why are stanza 2, 4, 6 given in parenthesis? Okay, 2, 3 or 4, 6 stanzas are given the parenthesis. What is the parenthesis? You must come to the given. And there, especially it is a parenthesis, means giving the instructions to her, lot of instructions. In the second, fourth or sixth stanza, you can understand very well this. Who is the speaker of in stanza 2, 4, 6? Do you think this speaker is listening to the speaker in stanza 1, 3, 5 or 7? Already I told you, actually there are the 6 stanzas, and I made them into the 4 only, 5 only. So you must understand, whatever given into the bracket, that is a special one stanza. One stanza is told by someone else, and parenthesis means, I already told you, into the bracket. Whatever the stanza are given into the bracket, that stanza, who is talking and why are they giving? Because the thoughts, the reflection or the response of the instructions, whatever the response is given by the Amanda, this response is represented by the students, children, and who they are talking. Amanda is talking in this parenthesis only. To remember, there are 7 stanzas we made into the 5 one. To remaining, whatever written into the bracket is already concluded into the one stanza. I made only redirected them. You know this. And what could Amanda do if she were a mermaid? In first stanza, we can understand what she will do. That you can write with this answer. Is Amanda an orphan? Why does she say so? She's orphan? No, she's not orphan, because there is a room and about all the things. Like our mother, her mother also giving the instructions to her, and every mother, every parents had the reasons to give the instructions like this, and they are also giving the instructions. So she is also getting the instructions from them. Do you know the story of Rapunzel? Why does she want to be Rapunzel? What is the story of Rapunzel? Rapunzel is one story, which is the story of the person who is completely vagabond, who don't listen to society and who don't listen to his parents also. And you must read the story. Due to the less time, I could not see the story. You had to go and find out into the Wikipedia or on the Google. You can find out the story, but read it especially. What does the girl earn for? What does this poem tell you about the Amanda? What is the information you are getting about the Amanda in this poem? That you have to write. Read the last stanza. And do you think Amanda is sulking or moody? Yes, definitely she is moody. But on the other side, she just want to live her life, and parents or teacher want to give a different life. She's naturally thinking the thoughts what coming in her mind. It doesn't mean that she's a moody or sulking such likes, but you have to write answer what you can better understand. She's not moody, remember it. But whatever the instructions are given by the parents, she don't want to follow because she don't like it. I hope you understand the poem and you have the better knowledge about the poem. No problem it will be great effect on your study definitely, and it will be helpful you to study the poem. And thank you for listening this one. Those now not subscribe the channel, please subscribe it, and thank you for watching. Don't visit my blog to visit, that you can visit anytime, and this is the URL for my channel, you can subscribe it here. Thank you all of you.
हमारा email ID भेजो ना।
क्या